buddy Tim here. I just thought I would share some of my thoughts on buying your first acoustic guitar. If you're a beginner and are wanting to kind of get into playing and you're interested in buying an acoustic guitar, there's some things you should know, and there's some things that you can do to ensure that you're going to get a good quality instrument and that you're going to pick up something that is going to help your process of learning music and help you on your musical journey. The first thing that you need to know about buying an acoustic guitar is that this is what a guitar looks like. The wood of the guitar is very important. When you're looking at your beginning acoustic guitars, one of the things that you want to consider is the kind of wood that you're buying. Now, this is a fine Fender acoustic guitar. Anyway, this is a brand new Fender acoustic guitar. Now, this is an all mahogany guitar because mahogany is used on the top, on the sides, and on the back. It's also used on the neck. In fact, the only wood on here that isn't mahogany is this fretboard here, and this dark fretboard is kind of a rosewood. These kinds of woods are important because it determines the tone of the guitar. A lot of acoustic guitars have got spruce tops, and then they've got like mahogany back and sides, or they've got like rosewood back and sides, and the different kinds of woods are going to determine how bright it is, how mellow the guitar is. It's going to give character to the tone of the guitar that you're looking at. So something to consider is the kind of wood that the guitar is made of. Honestly, the best thing that you can do when you're trying to figure that out is go into a music store and play as many different kinds of guitars as you can to try to find the sound that works best for your ear. And really, that's what it comes down to. That's what's most important. Even if you can't play guitar, you can sit there and you can strum the strings and you can hear the qualities of the wood. That's incredibly important because this is going to be your companion. Here's a piece of advice that I think is very valuable for buying your first acoustic guitar. Take a friend. Take somebody along with you to purchase your first acoustic guitar who actually knows a little bit about guitars. If you don't have a friend that is a guitar player, maybe you're just the only one in your group of friends that has even kind of a remote interest in guitar, that's cool too. I recommend going into the small mom and pop music stores and talking to them. It's been my experience that the true customer service, the kinds of people that are going to be able to talk to you about the fine details of the instrument, have always been in the smaller music stores. So my recommendation is, if you don't have a friend that can go with you to buy your first guitar, go into the music stores, the smaller music stores. That first guitar that you buy, it's very important that you buy a guitar that doesn't hurt your fingers. Something else to consider whenever you're buying your first acoustic guitar is what they call the action on the guitar and how high the strings are. And what that is I'm hoping you can see this here. What that is on the fretboard, how far the string is from the fretboard. Now, this is incredibly important, especially for beginning players, because the height of the string in relevance to the fretboard is going to determine how hard you have to push and how much soreness you're going to have on your fingers when you're done playing. One of the things that deters a lot of people from the guitar is they buy a guitar with really high action and the strings are really, really hard for them to press down. And so because it's painful for them to play, it becomes a bad experience, and they just end up giving up. Different places that you can buy an acoustic guitar. Music stores are a really great resource. They're great if you're looking for a new instrument. But I also understand that Sometimes when you're starting out, you're like, man, is this something that I'm going to stick with? Is it something that I'm, going to do long term? And so you start to look at some of the used guitars that are out there. That's cool too. There's nothing wrong with a secondhand guitar. I own secondhand guitars. In fact, some of the best guitars I've ever played were the ones that somebody else bought, paid full price for, and broke in for me. And then, I bought them at secondhand. There are a couple of things that could be, pitfalls for you that you might want to be careful with. To avoid those things, the best thing you can do is educate yourself. The best thing you can do is read about the guitar construction, read about how it's built, read about the different kinds of woods that are used, read about the different components, everything from the machine heads, the tuning pegs and everything, what kinds are better, the different parts, like this part right here is called the nut on the guitar. The materials that they use for the nuts of the guitars, the way that the bridges are constructed, things like that. They're all very important, and they're good things to know. Again, this is where having a friend to help you out on your journey is good, because if you are buying a secondhand guitar, if you're picking one up at a pawn shop, or if you're, buying it from a classified ad, or even if you're buying a secondhand guitar from a music store, having a friend with you is good. And again, this is also an area where the mom and pop shops, the small time music stores are really helpful, because a lot of times you can find some really great deals on secondhand guitars in those stores. Anyway, if you have any questions on the subject of buying an acoustic guitar, if you have any questions about any of this, just drop me the question down below, and I'll do the best I can to try to get back to you on that. That's all I have for now. I hope you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time. Bye.